Today's Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Otheon Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Hoagland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land, LLC, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Crosby Chiropractic, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Northern Charm Boutique, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, TNT Measurements Incorporated, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.
And welcome back here to Game Day Media. We've got a Class A 11-man football game tonight, our featured football game of the evening. It'll be the Stanley Blue Jays taking on the number 2 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, the Velva, Drake, Anamoose, Garrison Aggies. And we're privileged to be here at Lenny Ingot Field, the site of the broadcast tonight. My partner tonight, Noah Fredrickson. My name is Randy Peterson, and it's our privilege to be here tonight at this great complex in Stanley, North Dakota. And Noah, welcome back into the broadcast here tonight. I know you've had a busy week learning and putting it to use tonight.
That's what we do. We learn all week, and then we put it to use on a Friday night.
Yeah, so tonight be a tall task for the Stanley Blue Jays wearing their blue uniforms with white numerals, the Velva Aggies wearing their white uniforms with blue and gold uniforms, but numerals except. But, Noah, this has been a rivalry going back many, many, many years. And at one point in time, if Velva wasn't winning the state championship, Stanley was winning the state championship, Stanley Powers Lake, believe at that time.
Yep.
So there's a lot of history here. And, despite the lopsidedness maybe of this game, you're playing on your home field for the Stanley Blue Jays. Never know what can happen.
Yeah, in college basketball, they always talk about the battle of the blue bloods, and that kind of seems to be what we're looking at here, except the North Dakota Class A version between Stanley and Velva. So I'm excited. Stanley's got them on their home field, and they're going to have to look to deliver the first punch, and we'll see if they can do that.
Well, we're glad we're here at the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk, and we're in our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. When we come back, we'll have our Continental Resources coaches' comments. First up, it'll be head coach or the Velva Aggies, Matt Weidler, after this timeout.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, your local Case IH dealer, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, your local Case IH dealer.
Located in Stanley, North Dakota, the mission of Montreal County Medical Center is to provide quality health care services to Montreal County and the surrounding area, and have done so since 1960. We are proud to be a part of Stanley's integrated healthcare system that includes our critical access hospital, nursing home, assisted living apartments, independent living apartments, and an aquatic center. To schedule an appointment with our great providers, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
Hey Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology, respecting the past while embracing the future. RTC Networks.
Kyle Hansen is proud to be a Thrivent financial professional, providing personalized financial guidance to people of all stages of life. Thrivent believes humanity thrives when individuals make the most of what they've been given, and Kyle is here to help you do just that. Larson Boston Agency, your Farmers Union insurance agents located at 106 Main Street North in Crosby, North Dakota, offer multiple lines of insurance, including crop, farm and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Give Chell or Robbie a call today at 701-965-6335.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com. At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, La-Z-Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit clr.com to start your new career today.
Welcome back into Game Day Media at the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk. It's time now for the Continental Resources coaches' comments here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I've caught up with head coach Matt Weidler of the Velva Drake Anamoose Garrison football team, talking to me about their upcoming game this evening with the Stanley Blue Jays. And first of all, Coach Weidler, thanks for taking some time here today to talk with us here on Game Day Media.
You bet. Thanks for having me on.
Your team is currently ranked number 2 in the state of North Dakota. Number 1 is ahead of you is Kindred, the team that you lost to in the opening game of the season, 13-6. That was a pretty good football game, and you guys have been playing some very good football the last 4 games.
Yeah, like that opener, we got out of it what we wanted. It was good test for us to see where we're at as a team. Things we thought maybe we were going to do well, things we obviously need to improve on, and which we're continuing to improve on. But things as of late have been going pretty well. So we're kind of pleased with where we're at as a group.
Stanley comes into this game with a 500 record, 2-2 on the season. I'm sure you've been able to look at a little bit of film on them. So what do you feel like is their strength that you'll need to counter with your strengths as well?
They're do a lot of multiple things offensively, athletic at skill position, very athletic at quarterback. So, I think a big thing for us is tackling, get lined up correctly and tackling. Offensively, they'll present some problems with numbers in the box, so, if we have, struggling to run the ball, whatever it might be, we're going to have to do some things in the air. So, we're going to have to mix the run and the pass offensively. And I think we got to tackle really well defensively.
Well, speaking of quarterbacks, Ben Shep is one of the best in the state, in my opinion. He's got a lot of targets and brings a lot to the Velva Aggies, and you got a special kind of player there, Coach.
Yeah, Ben's a really good worker. He's worked hard to improve his craft, and with that, I think he's really smart with what we're doing offensively, and he does have a number of people that he can go to, but he does a good job with his pre-snap reads and then moving into post-snap, where he needs to go with the ball.
Sure.
For us, it's getting playmakers the ball and letting them go make plays, and we've done that here the past few weeks, and we'll need to continue to do that.
Well, the things look good for the Aggies coming down to the closing half of the season. Best wishes to you and the Aggies as you continue on with your season. You've been listening to head coach Matt Weidler of the Velva, Drake, Anamoose, Garrison Aggies here on our Continental Resources Coaches Comments. When we come back to the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk and our Border Plains Equipment pregame show, we'll visit with the Stanley Blue Jays head coach Dave Lee after a few words from some of our great sponsors who help to make this all possible here in Game Day Media. Back after this timeout.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at HauglandInsuranceServices.com. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit NessaConsulting.com.
Our paths are rarely clear-cut. You may step out of bounds, or even out on your own. No matter what it looks like, your path is personal, and that's what makes it powerful. Bravera Bank, Insurance and Wealth.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Dr. Cammie Wehrman has been serving the Crosby area with entire family chiropractic care for 20 years, specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, and sports injuries. We also carry a full line of Nutridyne supplements. To schedule an appointment today, call 701-965-3222.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. To start a great career, visit MurexPetroleum.com. Growing family? The City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you. While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet.
One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
Welcome back into Game Day Media as we come back to the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk and our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. It's time now for our Continental Resources Coach's Comments. I have head coach Dave Leith of the Stanley Blue Jays football team to talk with me about their upcoming regular season game this evening with the Velva, Drake, Anamoose, Garrison Aggies. And Coach Leith, thanks again for taking time to visit with us here today on Game Day Media.
Thank you very much, Randy, for the opportunity.
Your team is sitting at 2-2 on the season for the first half of the year. How do you feel about the way your team has performed so far, and what are the key areas that you've felt that you've had some success this year so far?
Oh, I think the kids are a little disappointed in a couple of the games that we didn't play quite as well as we should have. And in the two games that we did win, actually, I think we played a little bit above where we had set our bar. So it's kind of mixed at a 500 season so far. So we're optimistic. We got a lot of big games coming ahead of us. We tried to diversify the offense a little bit. We're running our two strong running backs, and we have a quarterback that he's very elusive, and he's a good runner too. So it's our strength is definitely our running game, but we're working on our passing game also.
Well, tonight you're hosting the Aggies, the number 2 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of film on them and know the program and the history of that program over there. What do you think will be the biggest challenge that they pose, and how are you preparing to face such a highly ranked opponent tonight?
Oh yeah, I mean, we have been trying to hit the film hard, and there's a lot of heritage there, and they run a winning program. They're well coached. They're very solid, and they're really solid at the skills positions. Their quarterback, they've got a strong running back. They've got 2 go-to receivers, but actually it's just not those 2 receivers. He's got 5-6 receivers that he throws the ball to. So their offense is very impressive. And their defense has been playing very well. So we've got our hands full tonight.
So final question, Coach. What would a win against the highly ranked team like Velva mean for your program and your players moving forward this season?
Oh, it would mean a lot. The boys have been working really hard. We talk about, and I've used it somewhat ironically, that all the coaches with some heritage here call this Velva Week. They know what the Velva program is, the heritage that they have over there, the winning, the close opponents, the close games that we've had in the history between Stanley and Velva. I got a little separated when the conferences got changed and the divisions got changed, but we're hoping that we can reinstill a little bit of that battle between those 2 programs.
Well, thanks again, Coach, for the time. You've been listening to head coach Dave Leith of the Stanley Blue Jays here on our Continental Resources Coach's Comments segment of the Border Plains Equipment pregame show. We'll step aside, and when we come back to the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk after a few words from some of our great sponsors, we'll look around the area for other games that are taking place as we continue with our pregame show here on Game Day Media. Back after this timeout.
Being selected captains of your respective teams.
As we go down to the field,
obviously,
our referee tonight, Justin Nelson at the
exemplifies
midcourt
good
stripe,
sportsmanship, so let's make sure our sportsmanship
50-yard line
today,
as he explains the coin toss
Other than
tonight.
that, you guys, we've been here long enough. You guys know how this goes. Who's your speaking captain going to be? Number 10. Who's your guys' speaking captain going to be? Number 56. Here's the heads. Here's the tails. What are you going to call?
Tails.
You want to flip?
Tails.
You want to let it flip and hit the ground, all right? It is the tails.
We want the ball.
You want the ball?
Yes, sir.
Which end would you want to defend from?
You want to kick that way.
You want to kick that way? All right, let's go ahead. Let's flip our backs to that end zone. You guys flip your back to this end zone. Velva won the toss and chose to receive.
There you have it from our white hat tonight, Justin Nelson, as the Aggies have won the toss. They've elected to receive in the first kickoff on our Northwest Therapy Services opening kickoff, and we're about 3.5 minutes away from our opening kickoff as both teams are making their final preparations here tonight. We'll send it back to our studio. We'll come back with our Northwest Therapy Services opening kickoff after this timeout.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by...
Established in 1938, Ray Farmers Union Elevator is now your full-service grain and agronomy service facility in Northwest North Dakota. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we can assist you with everything from buying the seed in the spring to burn down in the fall. Get more done in a day with Ray Farmers Union Elevator.
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963.
And as we come back here to Lenny Ingot Field in Stanley, North Dakota, we're about 2.5 minutes away from our opening kickoff tonight. Another action going around Northwest North Dakota tonight. The Pirates from Tioga are traveling down to Alexander tonight to take on the Comets down at Alexander. The Kenmare Bowbells Burke Central Honkers are hosting the Divide County Maroons. Both of those teams sitting at 3-2 on the season. Very big game for both of those teams tonight.
I do predict that the winner of this game will probably be that last playoff team from that region. Yeah, so that's a huge one tonight.
They're fighting for their playoff life for sure down there. And West Hope, of course, is already beaten Dunseith by a score of 80-24 tonight. And another action that's going around 11A, of course, Stanley hosting the Velva, Garrison, Drake, Anamoose, Aggies, the number 2 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, which is our featured game here tonight on Game Day Media. Our officials tonight, our referee is Justin Nelson, our umpire is Lawrence Thornson, and Chris Evenson and Mike Berg are the other officials tonight here at Lenny Ingot Field. We're about a minute away, and we're going to keep it right here as we're going to honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. But before that happens, any final comments, Noah, before we go to our national anthem?
Well, Velva won the toss. They elect to receive. You can already feel some confidence coming from that side of the field. See if they can march down and score right away, but Stanley's defense has a tough task and needs to get a stop if they want a chance in this one.
I know that head coach Dave Leith of the Stanley Blue Jays indicated that they're hit by the injury bug a little bit. He said one of their players, Ben Heenick, a sophomore, stands 6'7", has hyperextended his left arm, unfortunately not his right arm, which he's a very good baseball pitcher, and he's pretty dominant on the baseball scene, but I guess he's out tonight because of that hyperextended elbow, and so we wish him all the best. Get better, Ben. And I think they had another guy that got hurt as well, and for the life of me I can't remember what his name is. But anyway, we're up here at the press box at Lenny Ingot Field. We're surrounded by a number of people that are running the scoreboard and the spotters and the music and all that stuff that's going on here tonight. And as we stop here tonight, we're going to take a little time as we face to the east with a big flag at the east side of the football field tonight here at Lenny Ingot Field. We will have our national anthem.
Football fans, welcome to tonight's matchup. At Lenny Ingot Field between the Velva Aggies and your Stanley Blue Jays. This game is sponsored by Town and Country Credit Union, Border Plains Equipment, Prairie Ford, Farmers Union Insurance, Randy Larson Agency, Optometry Clinic, PC, Justice and Septic Service, BBH Insurance, and our Savior's Free Lutheran Church. This game will be played under the rules of the North Dakota High School Associations and will be conducted under the strictest code of good sportsmanship. If you would please rise, remove all headgear while Rhiannon Freeman sings our national anthem.
Very nice, honoring the troops and this great United States of America. Nice job by one of our Stanley vocal members tonight. I didn't catch her name, but she did a great job here tonight. As we look at our country store starting lineups for the Velva, Drake, Anamoose, Garrison, Aggies, the country store, if they don't have it, you probably don't need it up there in Powers Lake, North Dakota. Great little store. We encourage you to stop by and see Brenda and Jarrett Van Berkham up there in Powers Lake, North Dakota. As we're doing the school song for the Velva, Drake, Anamoose, Garrison, Aggies, and if we don't get all the names out, it's not intentionally done that way, but
there's just a lot going on there.
A lot of tongue ties in there, yeah. And so the Aggies are doing their school song as they're taking time to do that, and so the Stanley Blue Jays, they're hosting the Velva Aggies as the number 2 team in the state of North Dakota. Noah, what is your mindset if you're on the Blue Jays side of the football field?
Man, the anxiety's got to be a little high. They got to be a little nervous. This is the biggest game of the season for them. A lot of hype going on for Velva as they're the number 2 team, and just a lot for Stanley to have to deal with. But they got the home field advantage. That's going to help calm them a little bit. But it's really going to have to start in the first few possessions. They have to get off to a good start, or else this is going to really get out of hand fast.
I know that Coach Leith was indicating the second half of the season now has begun. And, tonight's is going to be a tough pull for the Blue Jays. It's not out of the realm that they can't win, but it's going to be a tough pull. But they know that they can be competitive against the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws, which we'll be covering on Game Day Media next Friday night up at Powers Lake Football Field. And they're fighting for their postseason berth as well.
Yeah, this region is definitely more of a bottom heavy. They're kind of in the same realm as each other, so they're going to be fighting for those bottom 2 seeds in the region, where Bishop and Ryan and Velva have kind of put themselves at the top. So it's really going to be cool to see how it shakes out to end the season, and wow, it's getting here fast.
Yeah, we've already, and if you're a Velva Aggie, what are you thinking about here tonight?
Man, you got to have all the confidence in the world right now, coming off of, I think, 3 or 4 in a row games where they're 60-0, 60-6, and the offense is just clicking at a high level, and they're going to be looking to continue that here tonight in Stanley, North Dakota.
I think they've given up a total of 28 points tonight. They gave up 13 to the Kindred Vikings in the first game of the year. They lost. That was a number 2 versus number 1 preseason poll. Kindred coming out on the better of that game. They weren't disappointed in the loss. They said they learned a lot and probably what they needed to improve on, as head coach Matt Weidler was talking about. So as we look at our Velva Aggies.
That was starting defense.
Starting defense for the Aggies is going to go this way.
Junior playing nose guard, number 54.
Number 54, Gage Roberts, a junior, tipping the scales at 215 pounds.
Senior,
A defensive end wearing number 8, Kyle Volson. Volson is a senior defensive end, 6'3", 185.
Number 72, Evan Wrench.
Evan Wrench wears number 72. He is a senior defensive tackle, 6 foot and 195 pounds. Trayson Eigelhart wears number 12 tonight. He's an outside linebacker, another senior, standing 6'1" at 190. Another inside linebacker wears number 20. That's Hank Bodine. He tips the scale at 215. A sophomore starts at the other inside linebacker, number 22, Emmett Loggy, and he's 5'10" at 170. An outside linebacker and a good one, number 24, a senior, Reggie Bruner, stands 6'2". He's 200 pounds tonight. And at the cornerback position, number 2, Matt Yoakum is a senior, standing at 5'10", 170. A sophomore wearing number 5, Logan Vincent, a free safety at 5'11" at 190. At the other strong safety position is number 21, Braden Bosart. Bosart is a senior wearing number 21, 5'10", and 185. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 18 at a cornerback position, Reese Steffen, a junior, tips the scale at 155. He stands 6 foot.
Chris Holt, Bobby Bart, Rob Nagel, Chad Barstick, and Jared Jefferson.
So the offensive unit there, you can see they introduced their defensive unit, but for our visitors looking at our country store offensive lineup, you'll see who's snapping the ball and who's on the line and who are in the skilled positions for the Velva Aggies. So that brings us to the starting lineups for the Stanley Blue Jays. And we'll follow our PA announcer once he gets that underway. Beautiful night here in Stanley, North Dakota. We've had great weather for the first 5 weeks of the season.
Yeah, wow. It's almost October, and it's one of the hotter nights of the football season. And luckily, we're in this really cold press box up here.
I know I had to take one shirt off. I'm not going any further than that. No. You don't want to see what's underneath my T-shirt. So they're introducing the cheer team of the Stanley Blue Jays right now. They got a bunch of them out there. There must be a dozen or so, 15 of them. So they've always been known for the great cheer team here at Stanley, and we're ready to go. Offensive line goes this way. Number 67, Levi Uran. He's a sophomore at 250 pounds. Kane Reap is a defensive back, tight end. He is a sophomore. Oscar Garcia is also a wide receiver, number 5. Continuing on, Javon Johnson. Javon Johnson is a wide receiver for the Blue Jays. Number 59 is Brett Leith, a junior, plays on the line for the Blue Jays.
Your quarterback, number 1.
Kason Bury is a running back for the Blue Jays. At quarterback is Drake Slosher. Trey Bomback also gets the nod at running back tonight. He wears number 30. He is a senior. Number 51, Caleb Mortensen, also a senior at 225, wears number 51 on the offensive line tonight. That's the starting lineup, sponsored by the Country Store up in Powers Lake, North Dakota. Number 54, Jacob Roses, is being introduced as well. I thought there was one more to go there.
Playing guard, number 56,
Number 56, Griffin Wilhelmy. And that's the starting lineup, sponsored by
You
the
were
Country
stuck in
Store.
9-man mode a little
I was
bit.
in 9-man mode. We're playing 11-man football tonight.
Yep.
You can look at the defensive starters, defensive tackles, Caleb Mortensen, Jacob Roses, Griffin Wilhelmy, Colton Gaddis on the line. Outside linebackers are Kane Reap and Oscar Garcia. And the inside linebackers are Drake Slosher, Kaysen Bieri. The outside linebackers, Max Jackson and Trey Bonback, and the safety is Cohen Bell for the Stanley Blue Jays. If you're tuning in on the old-fashioned radio, the Stanley Blue Jays will be kicking off from going from west to east here at Lenny Inget Field. And you can find us at Facebook at GameDay Media. You can share us and like us and subscribe and follow us. And you can also find us on our GameDay Media YouTube channel at GameDay Media ND. You can subscribe at no cost, enable all those notifications. We'd appreciate giving a thumbs up if you would, please. That helps our broadcasters. It helps our athletes that we're trying to promote. And the more likes we can get, the better off it is for our sponsors as well as our athletes that we're trying to promote here. Again, my name is Randy Peterson alongside Noah Fredrickson tonight. Our privilege to be field side tonight as the Stanley Blue Jays will be kicking off here tonight. And we're about ready to go. There is the kick. It's a deep kick, goes to the corner, and it's going to go into the end zone. That'll be a touchback, a good kick by the Stanley Blue Jays, and got a little leg on that one. That was a good kick.
Yeah, we were watching him in pregame warm-ups. He was hitting them from just about 45, and you can definitely see the leg on him, Chavez.
Yeah. So the Aggies will have first down and 10 as they huddle up around their offensive coordinator. Their head coach is Matt Weidler, former Aggie himself. I think he also played for the Minot State Beavers in his post-high school career, but very good coach. Took over for a longtime coach, Larry Sandy, down at Velva, and has done a great job as he continues that tradition of good Aggie football. As our Northwest Therapy Services opening drive here for the Aggies, and not sure what the delay is, but Lawrence Sorensen is looking at the football, and I don't know if they're going to have to put it. They got going to try to get a different football out there, and as we look at the Velva Aggies offensive line, keep an eye on that left tackle, Zach Volson. He's a younger brother of NFL Cincinnati Bengals tackle, Cordell Volson. His other got a twin brother is Kyle Volson, and so you'll hear a lot of the Volson names tonight. Playmakers are Reggie Bruner, and their quarterback is a good one. That is Ben Shep, one of the best quarterbacks, along with Hank Bodine in the back, running back. So I think we've got things straightened out as far as the football that they're going to try to use here tonight, as they're going to spot the ball in the far hash line here from the press box as they move over to the left. They got a receiver split out wide to the right. That is number 12, Gage Mutterdam. Here's the first snap. They're looking into the backfield, and that is going to go to number 24. That is Reggie Bruner, and the reception made by Bruner goes for 11 yards. And right off the bat, that's a Prairie Home Furnishings first down.
Yeah, Randy, this is going to be there pretty much all day. Just a little hitch route to the outside, and if Stanley's going to give them that much space, they're going to make them pay every down.
First down and 10. First down and 10 as so Shep, he's going to go deep looking for Bruner again. He's beyond the coverage there, overthrew him.
Yeah, that was
good coverage by the Stanley Blue Jays.
Good coverage by Bell, going deep, going toe for toe with Bruner. It's a matchup that Shep's going to like to keep going to, but Bell held his ground on that one.
Good coverage by number 24, Cohen Bell. That stops the clock with 11:53 to go, 2nd down and 10. There's a snap as they hand the ball off to Hank Bodine. Still on his feet, keeps the legs pumping before he's brought down there by number 54. Bodine with the run, picks up 9.
Yeah, just a simple inside zone to Bodine here, and he's definitely going to bring the pop to the party, so Stanley's going to really have to get into him to get him down right away, as you saw him pick up 9 yards when he should have only picked up 3.
3rd down and 1 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun formation. The Aggies now stop the motion play. They hand the ball off to Bodine again. Good stick there, but Bodine is going to make the line again with a 3-yard carry and another Prairie Home Furnishings first down.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to need to do on 2nd and 10 there. They were able to bring him down right away, but when he only needs 1, he's probably going to get his 1 yard.
Another Prairie Home Furnishings first down as our referee Justin Nelson winds up the clock, puts it in motion. 10:53 to go here. Just underway here at Lenny Ingot Field in Stanley, North Dakota. Glad you've joined us on Game Day Media. My name is Randy Peterson, alongside my color analyst tonight, Noah Fredrickson. Again, shotgun formation. Hank Bodine, they're looking to put pressure on him. He falls, and there is a penalty flag that comes out late.
That's a tough one. It's going to be a little face mask there as he was going down to the ground. Oofda.
That's a tough one.
Got him down for the sack, and it's just one almost uncontrollable where your hand's going and just swipes across the face mask.
That'll be a penalty, we believe, as we go down to the field. And Justin Nelson going to tell us what it is. We'll listen to what he says.
We have a holding on the line. It'll be 2nd down.
That penalty is declined. It was against the Velva Aggies.
Never mind. Thought they might have got him.
It looked like it
would have been a pretty touchy foul, too, but Stanley dodges a little bullet there.
That's a 10-yard loss for the Aggies on that last play. Brings up 2nd down and 20 as Shep looks to throw the ball, hits a wide open number 12, dodging and weaving, and he's going to be gang tackled, but he picks up 22, and that'll be to number 12.
Stanley's
Grayson Eigelhart
playing a little bit of a zone here, and Eigelhart just finds the open gap on a little curl route and then takes it the rest of the way for a first down for the Velva Aggies. Playmakers making plays.
Shep's got a good arm.
That ball comes out so nice.
Almost looks like Noah Fredrickson.
Yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day. The quarterback keeper by Ben Shep. Shep's going to go for 7 as he picks up 7 of the 10 that he lost on the couple plays ago.
Yeah, here they just dial up the quarterback draw, something I didn't do too much of after getting injured. I kind of became just a pocket passer, but they put Shep right up the middle and get a good 6-7 yards.
They split out wide to the right. Now they put a man in motion. That is Eigelhart in motion. Now he sets up outside of his right side of his line. Empty backfield. Over the middle, that pass is broken up by number 14, Max Jackson, as the ball falls incomplete.
Yeah, Aggies just still trying to work the mid passes over the zone, and this time they close the gap, and Shep is lucky that one wasn't picked off. He threw it right to the Stanley defense.
.45 yards of passing yards so far as the clock stopped on that last incomplete pass. 3rd down and a long 3 as they're going to hand the ball off to Bodine. Bodine fighting for the line of game. I think he'll make it the way it looks. He's going to pick up 4 yards and another Prairie Home Furnishings first down, this time to Hank Bodine.
Blue Jays are going to have a better chance if they keep Velva away from the 3rd and shorts, because Bodine's going to be really, really difficult to pull down on short yardage situations.
First down and 10. First down and 10. 9:15 remaining. Here they almost had Shep in the backfield, but he finds a wide open number 8. That is Kyle Volson. Volson picks up a 14-yard gain as Volson goes for another Prairie Home Furnishings first down.
Blue Jays had the opportunity for the sack, but Shep just slips out of it on the run to his right, delivers a dime to Volson, and picks up another Velva Aggie first down.
All sitting at the 21-yard line, just outside that Souris Valley Dental Group red zone here at Len Ingot Field. Beautiful night for football. As the Aggies line up under center this time, Ben Shep. Shep looking to his left, puts a man in motion, now goes back, pitches it back to Bodine, and Bodine goes around the left end, still on his feet, fighting for the end zone. That is a touchdown from 21 yards out. Hank Bodine with the touchdown.
Send their man in motion for the crackback block. It really didn't do too much besides when you got Bodine and just get him to the outside. He's going to go make the play, and he just does just that. 6-0 Velva.
So with 8:16 remaining in the first quarter, the Velva Aggies put the first touchdown on the board, a Tioga Ace Hardware touchdown as they go for the 2-point conversion. Shep in shotgun. Bodine flanks his right side. Here is Shep. He's going to try to take it himself. Good defensive play there for the Blue Jays by number 54, Jacob Roses. And as we head to the studio, we give you a chance to look at our replay of that touchdown.
See, Bodine just hit the outside, and his legs do the rest of the work. Fights hard for the extra yardage. Touchdown, Aggies.
Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the Country Store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the Country Store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The Country Store has been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
And we have a Northwest Therapy Services kickoff. Slosher with it, past the 30, past the 35, still on its feet, past the 40, up to the 45-yard line. What a run back, a kickoff return by all-world Drake Slosher.
Yeah, that's what they're going to need is just special teams plays like this where they can pick up some extra yardage and set their offense up in a good spot.
We got the stats from the Stanley Blue Jays head coach, Dave Leith, and if you look at the all-purpose yards, Drake Slosher is heads and tails above everybody else on the team. So he's the athlete that they're going to key on for sure.
To put it softly, he is the offense.
Yeah.
He is the playmaker.
They got him at quarterback. Last year he was the wide receiver for the Blue Jays. He played as a quarterback as his sophomore year, converted to a wide receiver last year. Now, as a senior, comes back to play the quarterback position as Slosher goes for about 4 yards on that last quarterback keeper by Drake Slosher.
Yeah, this Blue Jay offense is more of a run-based offense. They're going to really try to run the ball. They pass it a little bit, but it's really not their main focus. So they're going to come up here and see if they can get Schlosser on an outside zone play and showcase his speed.
2nd down and 6 from the 49-yard line as Slosher hands the ball back through the first man through. That is Kason Beery. Beery goes for about 2 yards on that last carry. Brings up a 3rd down and 4.
Third and manageable here. That's exactly what Stanley wants, is to run the ball and be successful and get into these short yardage situations, and then executing on the third and shorts and moving those chains.
Max Jackson checks in from the near sideline here. The Stanley Blue Jays right in front of the Lynn Ingot Field press box as it brings up 3rd down and 4 for the 3rd down and a long 3, I guess they call it, from the Aggie 48-yard line. They put a man in motion. Here's Schlosser handing it off to number 14, and that is Max Jackson. He goes for 2, but he needed 4. So Jackson with his first carry of the night.
Bringing up a 4th and short. This is one of those plays where we'll see if Blue Jays keep their offense on the field. You really got to stay in this game. You don't want to punt it right back to the Velva offense, who is clicking on all cylinders the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
You got to try to be aggressive here and pick this one up.
Looks like they are going to go for it at 4th down and 2. A short 2. As the clock is running with 6:08 to go. Running backs flank both sides of the quarterback. Schlosser's going to put his head down. He dives for the sticks. I don't know if he made it. It's going to be very close. Go to our
I think he might
RTC
have been
Network
just short here.
Instant replay. It kind of looks like he may be a little bit short. According to where they place the ball, it's a half-yard short. And so it is a turnover on downs for the Velva Aggies. Good defense by the number 2 ranked team in the state of North Dakota as you look at our RTC instant replay.
Yeah, Reggie Bruner was just able to get on Schlosser right away and get him down and just short, and that's a tough one for the Blue Jays, and here comes the Velva offense again.
Number 79 comes in from the near sidelines. That is Devin Whitmire, as the Blue Jays are on defense. Shep in shotgun formation. Bodine flanks his left side, looking back to throw the ball. Pressure being put on, still in the pocket, and he's brought down from behind there by number 51. That is Caleb Mortensen with the quarterback sack.
Just a beautiful job by the Blue Jay defensive line here, as Shep does end up having a little bit of time in the pocket, but the Blue Jays back end is able to hold up, and then Mortensen comes in and finishes them off.
Nice defensive job there by Caleb, coming in from his defensive end position, or defensive tackle. I'm not sure where he's at. Looks like he's at the defensive end position. Again, in shotgun formation, Ben Shep puts a man in motion. That is number 2, Matt Yoakum. They hand the ball off to number 21. And number 21.
Looks like Braden Bossert.
Braden Bossert with the carry. So he goes for 4 yards before he gets brought down there on his first carry of the night. Brings up 3rd down and 8. So it's kind of what you want to have as a Blue Jays, have 3rd and long.
Yeah, they could give the ball to Bodine and he could make a play, but it makes it a little harder when it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, when you look at the stats for the Velva Aggies, they how to run the ball. They always have, and they've got that weapon in Shep to be able to find the receivers. I think he's got 5 receivers that he can pick from. Here's a little screen play to the left. It falls incomplete. It was intended for number 8, Kyle Volson, kind of over his head and through his arms as the ball falls incomplete. And so that brings up a 4th and 8 from the 47-yard line.
Difficult to overthrow Volson, but he's just off his back foot there, just floats it a little too high, and Volson couldn't get up there to grab it.
Kyle Volson is 6'3". As they're going to go for it. They're having a lot of faith in their defense at this point in time as they split out receivers, 3 of them on the right side of the field. There's a snap, looking to throw the ball. Shep goes over the middle, and they find a wide open strike to number 12. He is still spinning. That is a completion to Trayson Eigelhart. He goes from the 47-yard line of the Aggie side of the football field to about the 27.
Just too much time for Shep to dial this up. Throws a dart to Eigelhart, and then look at this move. Presses circle on his joystick and gets the first down. Wow.
Did you learn that in college? Yeah. Got some one-liners here tonight.
I study.
I got to go to school. You're going to school. Here is Bossert again, and Bossert putting his head down, and they're going down, and got a little bit of extracurricular going in the backfield as Justin Nelson's going to have a few words, but I think that's going to be enough yards for a first down as they go from the 28 down inside the Souris Valley Dental Group red zone as they place the ball to 16. So a 12-yard gain there by Bossert.
When you got a 1-2 punch of Bodine and Bossert, it's going to be really tough to defend as a Blue Jay, and it's going to hurt a lot.
Here's the ball handed off to Bossert again. He's going to get close to the touchdown, and it is 16 yards out. Braden Bossert with a 16-yard touchdown run for the second touchdown of the night for the Velva Aggies. That touchdown sponsored by Tioga Ace Hardware.
Aggies are dialing up the Bossert drive. The first drive was the Bodine drive. This time it's the Bossert, and he finishes it off.
Aggies, no doubt, will set up for two, I believe, with 3:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Another score for the Aggies from 16 yards out. Braden Bossert with his first touchdown run.
See if they can capitalize on this two-point conversion. They failed the first one.
I think they've been in shotgun just about every play here as they're looking over the outside. They're going to find a wide open number 8, Kyle Volson, for the two-point conversion. So they're 14 points on the board here. And it is 14-0 on your NCC scoreboard against the Stanley Blue Jays. As we look at the instant replay.
Randy, the Bossert drive, and he brings it in for 6. Velva gets the two-point conversion, 14-zip, going to the break.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout changeover after the touchdown, it'll be the Aggies kicking off from left to right. On your radio dial, it'll be Slosher deep, standing at his own 5-yard line, 6-yard line. As here comes the kick, it's going to go to the left side of the field, and it is going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty that will bring the ball out for the Stanley Blue Jays. So right now, the Stanley Blue Jays tasked with trying to figure out how to shut down the run.
And it's not working so far, and when they do get them into passing situations, then they just pick up the first down through a pass. So, the Blue Jay defense is going to have their work cut out for them, but so is this offense trying to keep up with the Aggies offense.
I want to give a shout-out to my good friend back in Tioga, Roger, listening in tonight as Justin Nelson's going to give us our penalty.
Procedure on the kicking team, kick out of bounds. They're choosing to go forwards and re-kick the ball.
All right, they're going to accept the penalty, the Stanley Blue Jays are, and make them re-kick it. So, Roger, welcome into our broadcast here tonight. I told him I'd give him a shout-out tonight. Yeah. He's a faithful fan here on Game Day Media.
That's good. We love to see that.
I think he is, yeah. We got 170-some people looking at our broadcast right now, and make sure you give us a thumbs up if you would. We'd appreciate that. Subscribe. We'd like to get over 2,000 subscribers. There's no cost to subscribe. As Slosher picks it up past the 20, 25, up to the 30, where he is drilled. Hello, Velva Aggies, as Slosher gets up off the turf. A little bit slow as they'll spot the ball at about the 35-yard line as they finally turn the lights on here. That's good.
Yeah, here we go. This is the tough part of having your quarterback returning kicks. It just creates more opportunities to get hit like that.
Yeah, you just don't want to put him in jeopardy, but that's the way they've chosen to do it. And it'll be first down and 10 with 2:40 to go. Clock is running.
I want to see the Blue Jays get some outside zone with Schlosser going here.
They're going to go Mustang.
Wow.
Slosher goes out to the right side. Wildcat, I should say. Wildcat, that is, I believe, number 3 for the Blue Jays. Kason Beery with the run.
That makes me interested to see if the Blue Jays do any more of that Wildcat and have Schlosser with the ability to catch a pass. You know, like we talked about, he was a receiver in previous seasons, and that would be a little nice twist to their offense.
That was a good play. Second down and 5 for Stanley. As the Blue Jays line up in shotgun formation, Slosher back at the quarterback position, hands it off again to number 3, Kason Beery. He's stuck hard there by the Aggies, picks up 3 yards on that last carry. Straight up the middle for Kason Beery as you look at our RTC instant replay.
And you see the way Leggy comes and lays the boom. That's exactly what Stanley needs to do on the defensive side of the ball.
3rd down and 2 from the 38-yard line. 1:28, the clock is running, as Slosher in shotgun formation just pitches it off to number 14. He's running out of real estate, makes the end, and a good play there by number 14. That is Max Jackson going from the 38 all the way down to the 44-yard line. So a 6-yard gain by Max Jackson, but better yet, it's a Prairie Home Furnishings first down.
That's just a nice little jet sweep. Get a little extra passing yards for just doing a little bump to your guy, and then I didn't think he had a chance.
I didn't either.
He just showcases that speed.
Yeah, he did have some speed there.
Wow.
Got past the corner there on the left side and got enough yards for the first down for the Blue Jays. The Slosher again in shotgun. He's going to keep it himself, goes around his behind his right tackle. He's going to pick up 3 hard yards on that last carry.
And you look at the Blue Jays' 2 possessions, they've been able to control the ground game. They just weren't able to convert 4th and 1 on that last one, but they've been getting 4 yards a pop, and that's exactly what you need to do against a Velva Aggie defense.
Under a minute to go here in the first quarter, as the Blue Jays set out 2 receivers with a player in the slot. They put the slot man in motion. They fake to him and there's Slosher with some good movement there. Slosher in a hurry. Slosher still on his feet, and he goes inside the 5-yard line. So he goes from the 47-yard line all the way inside the 5-yard line.
See, they faked the jet sweep that they just ran to Max Johnson on the previous play, and then Schlosser gets the hole like the Red Seas are parting, and he hits it fast, and when he gets going, he gets going.
That's a 50-yard run for Drake Slosher going behind the right side of the line. Some good blocking on the offensive line. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Stanley Blue Jays as the clock is stopped with 26 seconds to go. It was out of bounds, and so it'll be Slosher now going under center. Now he backs up into shotgun formation. Empty backfield for Slosher at the 3-yard line, calling out the signals. Now we have a man in motion on the left side, and the Stanley Blue Jays are going to be called there.
Looked like it was Kane Reap that got a little jumpy there. He's ready to go.
Full start. Offense, number 4. We 5 yards. Replay, first down.
False start against the Stanley Blue Jays. That'll be a big penalty against the Blue Jays. Their first of the night. Sets them back 5 yards. It'll be at the 8-yard line now. First down and goal. Inside the Souris Valley Dental Group red zone.
This is where it gets a little more difficult. The field shrinks, your playbook shrinks, and I'd say in this case that favors the Velva
I know where I'm going.
Well, yeah.
I think the Velva Aggies probably do too.
They do too.
They got 8 on the box, and they got 2 receivers split out. They put a man in motion. They're going to quick hit to number 30, and that goes nowhere. Trey Bombach is going to lose one on that last carry.
I just tried to get a little cute there with the fake screen and then gave it to Bombach, but Velva Aggies didn't fall for it.
I think they're happy going to the quarter. They're inside the red zone. It'll be 2nd down and 10 when we come back for the Northwest Therapy Services start of our second quarter. We'll be back.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning.
Since 1952, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, North Dakota has been Burke County's only full-service community-owned and chartered bank. We are committed to being the financial backbone of our community. Liberty State Bank, FDI insured. Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
As we come back for the start of our Northwest Therapy Services second quarter, gives us a chance to thank the Tioga Athletic Booster Club down in Tioga, North Dakota, strong supporter of the Tioga Pirates, Williams County Firestorm, and the Northwest Gymnastics Stars. 14-0, 2nd down and goal from the 10-yard line as Slosher sits in shotgun formation. Kason Beery now is going to be rolling out. Slosher looking to the end zone and ends up having to throw it away. And so that should stop the clock with 11:51 to go, as Slosher unable to connect with any receivers on his first pass attempt here tonight.
Yeah, I want to say this was more of a outside zone type play, as he only had one receiver really available, and just kind of wanted to
Smart
get it
decision,
out of there,
yep.
throw it away.
Smart decision by Slosher. Took a shot because of it, but the Stanley Blue Jays lived to see another play. They were sitting at the 3-yard line, I believe, before that penalty, and then they lost 2 on that one carry. So it's 3rd down and goal from the 10-yard line, and no doubt they're in 4-down territory. Here is Slosher going to go around the left side, picking and weaving and moving, pumping his feet, gets up to the 5-yard line. So he picks up 5. It'll bring up 4th down and goal on that 5-yard carry.
Makes it a little more a manageable 4th down here. You can feel the pressure for the Blue Jays. They really need to get one in the end zone if they want any chance in this game. They were hitting from 45 like we were talking about earlier, but I'm not sure 3 points does much for you in this game.
They're going to look and see. They're looking at the near sidelines, as I think they're going to probably end up taking a timeout on that play. Yes, they do call timeout, and so we'll take one as well. Back after this quick word from one of our great sponsors.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Coming back gives us a chance to thank the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, as the Outlaws and the Ranchers promoting everything in Powers Lake. Tonight they are over in Nedrose tonight, taking on the Nedrose Cardinals down in Minot. And also the Faith Baptist Church in Kenner, Pastor Mike Fraunfelter invites you to Sunday school at 9:45, worship service at 11. 4th down and 5, 4th down and goal. Put a man in motion as Schlosser rolls out, and the Velva Aggies unable. That's Bruner with the big tackle. That is a loss of a lot, and sets them back to the 20-yard line. So a 15-yard loss for Schlosser. But worse yet, it gives the ball back over to the Velva Aggies.
That's a tough one. They try to get cute on a little play action, and Bruner was not fooled at all. And yeah, Schlosser versus Bruner in the backfield is a good matchup, but when Bruner's got the advantage, he's going to take advantage.
NCC scoreboard, it's the Aggies 14, the Blue Jays 0. Like we said before, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. There is no cost to subscribe to our channel. We invite you to do that. Enable all those notifications. If you would, give us a thumbs up every once in a while. And that just helps promote our businesses that sponsor Game Day Media, as well as promotes our area athletes. Also, you can find us on Facebook at Game Day Media, where we post players of the games and other interesting information throughout the week. Here's Shep looking down deep, evading the tackles, throws it deep and wide open at the 45-yard line. That is going to be a touchdown pass to number 2, Matt Yoakum. He goes for 85 yards as there is a penalty flag on the play, however. So it kind of looks like that is going to probably come back.
This was sitting down at the...
So, we'll let our referee tonight, Justin Nelson, explain the penalty as the flag is sitting at the 14-yard line.
On the offense, number 54 will be half distance from the down.
That's a holding penalty.
Blue Jays dodge a bullet there.
Yeah, they did.
That was a
I don't know. I think
play.
I'd tee up the same run, same play.
I was gonna mention this earlier, but Blue Jays have been getting blown back in the run game, but their pass rush has actually been pretty successful on this Aggies offense, and he doesn't have all the time there.
Yeah, there is 4 underclassmen on that Velva Aggies line of offensive line. Now they swing it out on the right side to Reggie Bruner, and Bruner still on his feet up near the line of gain. He had to go 18 yards. Bodine, yeah, Bodine with the reception.
Just gets out to the flat. Shep dumps it off to him right away, and that's tough to stop when he's got all that space in front of him, and he also had Mr. Matt Bryant out there blocking for him.
That is a first down. That was enough yards for a first down on that penalty. So, Prairie Home Furnishings first down for the Velva, Drake, Anamoose, Garrison, Aggies. First down and 10 as this ball is at the 20-yard line. There's Bodine putting his head down, and Bodine goes for about 7.
See, the Velva offense is really cool because they can do the tough nose up the gut running like we see here, but then they can also just spread it out, and Shep just gets it to his playmakers. It's really fun to watch.
Again, your NCC score, it's the Aggies 14. The Blue Jays still looking for their first point of the night as Shep sets up in shotgun formation. And right up the gut goes Hank Bodine. He goes from the 34 all the way up to the 48-yard line. That's a big run.
Yep, just another inside zone. They bring Volson in motion, get the defense mixed up a little bit, and then Bodine just hits the hole hard. And you see this guy running. That looks like a college running back to me.
Yeah. Low to the ground, quick feet.
Just what you need.
Set up in the pistol. They hand the ball off again. This time it's to Bodine again, and they're just telling, we're going to run this until you stop us, Blue Jays.
Yeah. Just inside zone over and over again, and he's barely even getting touched at the line.
Yeah.
It's really tough to stop, but Blue Jays are going to have to show some pride here on this possession.
They set the ball at the 34-yard line. First down and goal on a Prairie Home Furnishings first down. Again, they hand the ball off to Bodine again, still on his feet, and he's going to go in from 34 yards out. Hank Bodine reaches the end zone with another Aggie touchdown.
I'm pretty sure that was 4 straight plays that were the same exact play, just line
Run
up
it
in
again.
that pistol,
Run it again.
get him right in the A gap, and he barely got touched that whole drive. That's not a good sign for the Blue Jays.
That's at 9 minutes to go here in this first half.
Feels like when I'm playing Madden with my buddies and they just start spamming the same play over and over again. And they're just like, oh, if you want to stop it, then stop it.
Yeah, 20-0 on your NCC scoreboard as the Velva Aggies with their third touchdown of the evening. Shep is calling out the signals from shotgun formation. There's a snap as they're going to whip it over the middle, and that pass is no good as it hits the ground. And so with 9 minutes to go, it's all Velva Aggies right now, 20-0 on your NCC scoreboard. We'll step aside, come back after this timeout.
We've been talking about it. That was another Hank Bodine drive. Got him mixed up with his brother, but yeah. Velva scores again.
Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
Looking for top quality groceries and ready to go meals? Visit The Depot, owned by Julie and Josh Bummer in Crosby, North Dakota. This specialty grocery store offers a wide selection of premium meats, including 100% ranch-sourced beef from the Nelson Livestock Company, essential grocery items, and delicious pre-made meals perfect for any occasion. If you're planning family dinner, need something fast, or need a special order for an upcoming event, The Depot has you covered. Support local and shop The Depot in Crosby today. Find us on Facebook at The Depot LLC.
On the kickoff, Drake Slosher picks it up at his 15, brings it out past the 25 near the 26-yard line, and it'll be first down and 10 as they help Drake Slosher off the turf. A little slow to get up, and hopefully he's okay, as it'll be first down and 10 as they spot the ball at the 26-yard line, Blue Jay side of the football field. And as we look at the Region 8 coming up, GameDay Media will be broadcasting the entire eight-game match tournament of the Region 8 volleyball tournament over at the Well in Williston State College, November 11th, 12th, and 14th. If you want to become a sponsor, get a hold of myself or David Peterson at the phone numbers there. My number is 1271. David's is 1090, so just give us a quick call and we'll help you get set up as one of our sponsors on GameDay Media for that Region 8 girls volleyball tournament over at the Well in Williston.
This is a big drive to see what kind of team the Stanley Blue Jay team is.
Yeah.
Last drive they had a great momentum going, and then they get to 4th and goal and they can't convert. Now they get another opportunity. Can they sustain another drive?
That big penalty when it was first down and goal from the 3-yard line set them back 5, and against this Velva defense, that's a pretty tough task.
Yep, can't do that.
Second down 7. Ball sitting at the 29-yard line as Slosher's in shotgun, and a quarterback keeper goes around his right end. He's going to be brought down there. And
it's Logan Vincent flying in to make that play. Wow.
Slosher gains 1 on the last carry. It was a hard one for sure.
This is what I've wanted to see, is get Schlosser on the outside, but Velva says no. When you got athletes all over the field, it's going to be hard no matter where you go.
Third down and 6 from the 30. Just under 7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the first half. We'll have our Bank of Tioga halftime report at the conclusion of this first half of play, recapping the scoring, team, and individual stats for both teams during our Bank of Tioga halftime report. Shotgun again for Schlosser, looking over the middle, almost falls to his knees before he's finally brought down there for a loss. That tackle made by number 8.
They wanted to get the pass game going on this 3rd and long, but Velva kind of sensed it coming. They send the blitzer, and Schlosser just didn't have anywhere to go. Slips up there, that hurts, and then he goes down for the sack. Good job by Velva dialing it up.
4th down and 1 as the Blue Jays will set up in punt formation. 4th down and 9. Schlosser with a good punt. And there's the kick returner falling or losing his footing. That was Trayson Eigelhart losing his footing, so he let it bounce. So we'll step aside, come back after a quick timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
As we come back out of that punt by the Blue Jays, it'll be 1st down and 10 on another opportunity for the Aggies to add on some more points with 6:35 remaining in the first half. 20-0. The Aggies pitching a shutout right now as Shep puts Eigelhart in motion. Now swings it out to the right side. Almost lost his footing again. He's still on his feet. He's going to go for about 8 yards on that last reception.
Velva just working that short game, this time to Eigelhart on the outside, but they motioned him out of the running back spot, gets it to him, and then almost slips there. Great body control, gets 8 yards. Stanley does rally to the ball very well, but when he already got 8 yards, and it doesn't matter as much.
2nd and long, 2 for the Aggies. Ball sits at the Aggie 44-yard line. Got a lot of things in motion up here tonight. 2 camera guys and producers. Over the middle, there is a wide open Eigelhart again, and poor tackling as they go from the 44-yard line and all the way down past midfield.
Shep just does a great job, steps up into the pocket to make his throw as Eigelhart slips up again. He might need to change those cleats a little bit. He's slipping all over the place, but doesn't stop him from picking up the 1st down.
29-yard reception for Eigelhart. .535 to go. 20-0. Here comes the Aggies again in shotgun formation as Bodine flanks his right side. No, it's Bossert that's flanking his right side. Looking over the middle again, wide open to Reggie Bruner, and Bruner walks in from 27 yards out for his first touchdown of the evening.
There does look to be a flag on the play here. See if the Blue Jays dodge another bullet, but anyways, Shep drops back and throws a dime. He wasn't the most open as Max was right there, but Bruner gets it, makes the play.
They're going to, looks like a preliminary call is
holding. Offense, number 65. Back it up 10 yards from the original line of scrimmage. Still 1st down, yeah.
Yeah, 10-yard penalty, so the Blue Jays dodge another bullet. Like you said, Noah.
Well, we've got 2 touchdowns called back. We might keep a tally, see how many bullets they can dodge.
So that brings up 1st down and 20. Of course, the Blue Jays dodge a bullet there and accept the penalty.
Well, I mentioned their Blue Jay edge rushers are really getting off the ball nice, and it's caused some holding calls, and Shep's been having to move around in the pocket.
This time, Bossert flanks the left side of Shep. They're set up in shotgun formation. There's a snap. They give the ball to Braden Bossert. Bossert still on his feet, keeps his legs pumping, and gets up near the original line of scrimmage. He'll be a little bit short as he picks up 8.
Randy, can you tell me how many yards they're averaging per rush? It's got to be pretty high.
Yeah, I can. They are averaging 10.5 yards per carry. Well, let's see. Let's make sure that is right. 20, about 10.5, something like that.
Seems about right. It feels almost every time they run the ball, it's a first down.
Yeah, they got 260 yards of total offense so far, and they've had an 80-yard touchdown pass negated by a penalty, and they had another touchdown negated from 27 yards out, I believe it was.
Yep.
So, kind of their own worst enemy if you're an Aggie fan right now. 4:13 as the clock continues to run. As Bodine flanks the left side of the shotgun. Shep wide open in the end zone. As touchdown to Reggie Bruner from 30 yards out. And that's another touchdown pass as the Bruner got behind the defensive back.
Yeah, Randy, I was just going to bring this up. The Blue Jays are sitting in kind of a cover one, just that one safety. You got man-to-man coverage on each side, and Shep just throws it up to Bruner, and wow, what a catch. Touchdown Aggies. Their receivers are quite the matchup for the cornerbacks that the Blue Jays are bringing out there, and that time they really took advantage, Randy.
26-0. There's another Tioga Ace Hardware touchdown on the board for the Aggies from Velva, Drake, Anamoose, and Garrison. The number 2 ranked team in the state of North Dakota. They will go for 2 as they split out a receiver to the left side. They got one on the right side with one guy in the slot. And here is Shep puts his head down and barrels into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 3:57 remaining, it's all Aggies right now. They're up 28-0. We'll step aside, come back with more action here from Lenny Aggett Field in Stanley.
Randy? Putting it up where the kids can't get it. Touchdown Bruner.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent. Located in Tioga, North Dakota, WHAM LLC and Dry Fork Supply are companies that specialize in gas flow measurement and equipment, along with a fully stocked oilfield parts and supply warehouse in the Bakken. Give them a call at 701-664-9425 or stop by today.
As we come back, we're still looking for some scores from the other area action, Tioga Alexander tonight. And we're looking for a score for the Kenmare Bowbells, Brook Central Honkers, and the Divide County Maroons, especially tonight. We know that Ray Powers Lake is down in Minot tonight, taking on the Ned Rose Cardinals, I believe it is. So anybody gets that North Dakota Score Feed app, make sure you upload some scores so we can relay them on to you guys.
We want to know, guys.
Yeah, let's go. 28-0 as we're kicking off the ball again. The Aggies this time. Schlosser picks it up inside the 5, and Schlosser brings it past the 10 up near the 11-yard line. Good coverage on the kickoff by the Aggies.
That's a tough decision there to pick it up. I think Aggies were about to kick that one out of bounds, but Schlosser bets on himself to make a play, but it doesn't work out here.
First down and 10 as they spot the ball inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be at the 12-yard line, excuse me. Ball's at the 12-yard line.
Well, Randy, they got 3 minutes and 52 seconds here. You would love to see if the Blue Jays could manage the ball, keep the drive going, and not let Velva get back on offense here in the first half.
First down and 10 for the Blue Jays. The Schlosser in shotgun formation. Sends a man in motion. Does a keeper, goes opposite, and he's going to know he got tackled there. He's going to lose one on that last carry. Schlosser goes for a -1.
Velva just rallying into the ball, but Blue Jays are going to want to try to keep it on the ground. You also don't want to turn the ball over here. You just kind of got to control the game.
Second down and 11 for the Blue Jays. As the Blue Jays again shotgun formation, 2nd down and 11 from the 11-yard line.
As you see, they are just letting that clock eat up.
There's a snap as they hand the ball off, this time to number 14. That is Max Jackson with the carry. He picks up 4 yards on that last carry on his 3rd carry of the night.
Jackson's really just kind of a slender, tough runner, kind of just bounces off tackles. And then on that jet sweep, we saw the speed that he's got too. Nice little weapon here.
There's not a whole lot of weight there. Tips the scales at 160. Brings up 3rd down and 7 as they spot the ball at the 15-yard line, Blue Jays side of the football field.
If they don't get off the field here, they're setting up Velva for a perfect 2-minute drive opportunity.
Yeah, and they'll make the best use of that if possible. Treat that as a learning experience for sure. They probably had a few of those in the first 5 games that they played. Here's a end around by Jackson, and the Aggies cover that all up. Jackson again, as the Aggies are going to call timeout. We'll take a timeout as well as we send it back to studio.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Northern Charm Boutique has a variety of apparel for all ages. We are locally owned and located on Main Street in Powers Lake. Shop in store or check out our website and like our Facebook page.
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit NapaOnline.com.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, the Blue Jays 4th down and 7 as the ball spotted at the 15-yard line. Schlosser doing the kicking. There's the snap. The Aggies bring pressure. Schlosser gets it away as it bounces up near the 50-yard line, and they're going to pick it up. And that is Eigelhart with the carry at the 50-yard line, gets it past the 40-yard line, but we have a penalty flag that sits on the field at about the 34-yard line. So he returned it to the 39-yard line. Eigelhart did, but let's listen to our referee tonight, Justin Nelson, as he explains to our audience what that penalty is going to be. I believe he's conferring with our umpire tonight, Lauren Sorensen. What do you think it is?
I think it might be a hold or something where the gunners are going down and they just get into a little fight. We'll see how they call it, but should see Velva backing up here.
Still discussing what it's going to be as they're going to spot the ball.
Do they know what it is?
Okay, here we go.
During the return, we have a holding on 22, White. It'll be 10 yards from here, and we'll have 1st down.
So a 10-yard penalty against the Velva Aggies. The Aggies with a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Sets them back 10 more yards, but it's still inside Blue Jay territory as the ball is spotted at the Blue Jay 49-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10. The Aggies looking to put more points on the board before the end of the first half.
Here we go, 2-minute drill.
Bodine in motion. Shep looks over the middle. Good stick there, but the pass is complete to Volson. Volson with the reception from 5 yards out.
See how fast they go here in their 2-minute drill. Try to get up to the ball, but they also have a minute and a half, which is kind of a lot of time for this Aggie offense.
Found the tight end over the middle for a quick hitter for 5. Now from at the 44-yard line, Shep calling out the signals. Shep rolls out to his right and has a pass completed to Trayson Eigelhart. Eigelhart still fighting for yardage. Goes from the 40 down just about to the 20-yard line before there's a timeout, before they spot the ball on the first down. That'll be a Prairie Home Furnishings first down. And there is a timeout on the field. Aggies with the St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. We'll be back.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Lindsay Grocery is a locally owned and operated business in Crosby, North Dakota. We are committed to serving our community and region. With fresh baked goods, produce, and our in-house smoked meats, we've got you covered. Come experience the convenience and warmth of shopping local again. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com. Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
As we come back into play here, and the Aggies with another touchdown to Volson.
You know, teams really like to score right when we're coming out of break, you know?
And looking for...
They get it to Volson, and he just makes play. Another touchdown. Shep is dialed in.
That was a pass play, right? I had my head down. 22 yards to Kyle Volson. And another touchdown on the board for the Aggies as they're going to set up to go for 2 again.
You can tell Shep really works on that running out right and just delivering the strike. You really got to get that shoulder turned so you can deliver it, and he just executes it perfectly every time.
Man in motion. Here comes the Aggies, and Aggies are going to punch it in from 2 yards out. That is run in there by the Aggies, and looking number 2. That is good for number 2, Matt Yoakum, and with 59 seconds remaining, it's a 36-0 shutout of the Velva Aggies over the Stanley Blue Jays. We'll send it back for one more break before we come back, so we'll send it back to our studio. As we come back,
Greg Schlosser back for C for the Blue Jays.
Well, Randy, we called it a 2-minute drill, and they did it in about 50 seconds.
59 seconds remaining. There's a kickoff. Schlosser picks it up as we're back live here. Schlosser with a head of steam. He's got one man to beat, but then he runs out of bounds. So Schlosser with a great return, trying to get some points on the board for the Blue Jays. But he just stepped out of bounds at, see where they spot the ball. It'll be at the 45-yard line, it looks like. 43-yard line. 43-yard line of the Blue Jays side of the football field. It'll be first down and 10.
I mean, Randy, if he would have been able to stay in bounds there and take it to the house, that probably would have been the definition of stealing points before half.
Yeah, it would have been. Blue Jays with 49 seconds remaining, looking to try to get inside of 30 points so they don't start that continuous clock in the second half with the 30-point lead, as the Blue Jays missed an opportunity to score on their third possession of the game. Got it down at the 3-yard line and then had a penalty and set them back to to the 8-yard line. Then they lost 2, so it was a second down and goal from the 10, third down and goal, and then unable to bring it in. Here's Max Jackson on a little end around and had a lot of effort there, but not a whole lot of yards.
Yeah, that's one of those plays where you run for a long time, but you don't really get anywhere.
Last 2 carries for Jackson have both yielded 0 yards.
I mean, it looked like a promising play if he just keeps going outside, but then you try to cut back in against a Bodine, and it's not going to bode well for you.
Ashton Peterson checks in for Stanley. As the clock is continuing to run here, they probably got one more play in them here before the end of the first half. There is a snap as the runner is tackled in the backfield. That is number 3, Kason Beery. He loses 2 yards on that last carry as the clock hits 0. So that's the end of our first half. Your NCC scoreboard, it's all Aggies right now from Velva, Drake, Anamoose, Garrison 36, the Stanley Blue Jays 0. We'll send it back to our studio. And when we come back, it'll be time for our Bank of Tioga halftime report.
Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga.
Hey, Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology. Respecting the past while embracing the future. RTC Networks.
Located in Stanley, North Dakota, the mission of Montreal County Medical Center is to provide quality health care services to Montreal County and the surrounding area, and have done so since 1960. We are proud to be a part of Stanley's integrated health care system that includes our critical access hospital, nursing home, assisted living apartments, independent living apartments, and an aquatic center. To schedule an appointment with our great providers, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime. Kyle Hansen is proud to be a Thrivent financial professional, providing personalized financial guidance to people of all stages of life. Thrivent believes humanity thrives when individuals make the most of what they've been given, and Kyle is here to help you do just that. Larson Boston Agency, your Farmers Union insurance agents located at 106 Main Street North in Crosby, North Dakota, offer multiple lines of insurance, including crop, farm and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Give Chell or Robbie a call today at 701-965-6335.
As we come back to Lynn Ingot Field here on Game Day Media, it's time now for our Bank of Tioga halftime report as we look at our drone coverage tonight, a future Blue Jays on the field tonight, and some flag football action. We hope you enjoy that while we present our Bank of Tioga halftime report. The Aggies with 14 points in the first quarter, 22 points in the second quarter, hold a 36-0 lead at the end of the first half. So we look at the scoring recap at 8:16 of the first quarter. Hank Bodine run it in from 21 yards out. The 2-point conversion failed, and then again, it was Braden Bossert at the 3:15 mark from 16 yards out, run it in, and the 2-point conversion pass to Kyle Volson from Ben Shep. That was the 14 points in the first quarter. Second quarter scoring goes this way. At the 9-minute mark, a 34-yard touchdown run by Hank Bodine. That 2-point conversion failed. At 3:57, a 30-yard touchdown pass to Reggie Bruner. Shep run it in for the extra point, 2-point play, and then with 59 seconds remaining with a 22-yard touchdown pass to Kyle Volson, the senior from the Aggies from Ben Shep. Yoakum brought in the 2-point run, and that's the scoring in the first half, 36-0. The Aggies leading the Stanley Blue Jays. And as we look at the team rushing and total offense, the Aggies have had 11 completions for 208 yards tonight through the air. The Aggies have also attempted to run the ball 15 times for 158 yards tonight, so 347 yards of total offense here in the first half, kind of split right down the middle, Noah, with a good balance of run and pass.
Yeah, just like you talked about early on, is just the amount of weapons that Shep has. He's got the 2 running backs, Bodine and Bostert, and then he's got all those receivers, Volson, and all those guys, and they've just been, everybody's getting in on the piece of pie, and it's really clicking here.
3 touchdowns rushing for the Aggies, 2 touchdowns through the air for the Aggies. Reggie Bruner with one of those from 30 yards out. Kyle Volson with one for 22 yards on pass reception touchdowns. And then Hank Bodine's got a 21-yard touchdown run and a 34-yard touchdown run as Bostert added in a 16-yard touchdown run. So 5 touchdowns so far here for the Aggies, and the extra points make it 36-0. As we look at the Blue Jays side of the field tonight, they've got a total of 60 hard yards. Haven't passed any yards so far through the air. All the yards are on the ground on 19 rushing attempts. The leading rusher, of course, is the quarterback, Drake Slosher, 8 rushing attempts for a total of 41 yards tonight, averaging 5.1 yards per touch. And the rest of the team, Kason Beery's got 5 touches for 11 yards, and Max Jackson with 5 carries for 10 yards. So right now it is all Aggies here at the half on our Tioga Medical Center halftime report. We're still looking for some scores from other area action going on in the area, and so we would appreciate anybody that can fill out that North Dakota score feed app with some scores that are taking place in the area. We would appreciate getting updates on those scores, especially those in northwest North Dakota. We're going to send it back to our studio real quick, and when we come back, we'll continue on with our Bank of Tioga halftime report. Back after this timeout.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning.
Since 1952, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, North Dakota has been Burke County's only full-service community-owned and chartered bank. We are committed to being the financial backbone of our community. Liberty State Bank, FDI insured.
As we bring it back here to our Bank of Tioga halftime report, the Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Your halftime score. It is the Velva, Drake, Anamoose, Garrison, Aggies 36, the Stanley Blue Jays 0 so far in this long-time rivalry, Noah. Long-time rivalry between the Blue Jays and the Aggies.
Yeah, and it's not looking like much of a rivalry tonight. But when you look at Velva's offense, they kind of got off to a slower start than they've in the past 4 games. Past 4 games, they've had an average of 50 points to their opponent's 0 points at halftime. So Stanley's putting up a little bit of a fight here in the first half, but it's still pretty much been all Velva.
And as we continue to look at our Game Day Media drone coverage tonight, piloted by David Peterson, got future Stanley Blue Jays on the field. There's a lot of them. And I think they got 3 or 4 games going on here. I think it's 4 games going on.
They'll have to compete with the Tioga flag football program we saw last week.
Yeah. So I know the little kids are from Tioga. My grandsons are traveling over to Williston tomorrow to play in a flag football game tomorrow bright and early at 9 o'clock. So Grandpa's going to have to get up pretty early tomorrow morning to follow my grandkids tomorrow. Looking forward to that. As we continue on with our Bank of Tioga halftime report, no scores that have been reported between the Honkers and the Maroons or the Outlaws and the Cardinals in our market area. So make sure you like us on Facebook. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at GameDay Media ND. And there's no cost to subscribe. Looking to do well over 100 events this year. If you're interested in becoming a partner, a sponsor partner with us, we would appreciate you contacting David Peterson or myself. We still have some room for more sponsorship opportunities for your business. And we're looking forward to providing coverage of the Girls District 16 volleyball tournament in October. And when November rolls around, we'll be covering the Region 8 Girls Volleyball Tournament, the defending champions, the Trenton Tigers, trying to defend their title down there at the Well on the campus of Williston State College. Again, sponsorship opportunities for that tournament here on GameDay Media also. We're going to send it back to our studio for one more quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have our Northwest Therapy Services opening kickoff of the second half. Back after this timeout.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin. Growing family? The City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you.
Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the country store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the country store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The country store has been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, your local Case IH dealer, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, your local Case IH dealer.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook. At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at HauglandInsuranceServices.com.
And as we come back to our second half of coverage, both teams have been warmed up. We're getting ready for our Northwest Therapy Services kickoff, and I know Noah's been scouring the internet for some scores. Why don't you update some of our listeners on what's going on?
Yeah, currently Ray Powers Lake is up 33-0 on Ned Rose in the second half. And then I tuned in a little bit to Kenmare versus Divide over in Kenmare, but couldn't tell which team was up, but it is a score of 21-14, so we got a barn burner over there.
21-14. Don't know who's winning or losing,
you
right?
You can't tell on the scoreboard. So.
Okay. All right. So somebody knows. Maybe you can let us know on that North Dakota Score Feed app. Update those scores on that app. We'd appreciate it. 36-0. The Aggies kicking off to the Blue Jays. That's going to be Drake Slosher picking it up at the 15-yard line. Crosses the 20, past the 25, past the 30. And up to about the 33-yard line. So a good return by Drake Slosher.
So Blue Jays coming out here, starting in the second half. They've had a couple drives where they've gained some momentum, had success rushing the ball. Let's see if they can really get one going here and punch one into the end zone. Team morale needs it a little bit.
Yeah. So 11:51 to go. First down and 10 for the Stanley Blue Jays. There is the snap. Ball is handed off to Max Jackson, fighting for some yards. Goes nowhere as the front four of the Aggies shut him down for a loss of 1.
See how the second half goes and what each team decides to do. If we'll see a lot of young kids, I assume on the Velva side they're going to get a lot of those younger guys some more reps here in the second half, and assume the same from Stanley, but it's always neat to see how the coaches go about it.
Second down and 11 on the 1-yard loss by Max Jackson, as Slosher under center this time. 3 backs in the backfield. They pitched the ball back to Jackson. Jackson brought down there by Egelhardt on a vicious tackle, and that's going to be a loss of 3 yards for Jackson. So the Blue Jays going backwards to start the second half.
Yeah, Egelhardt just played that perfectly. Arm barred the receiver trying to block him, gets off it right away, and then makes the tackle. And Randy, I just got to say, it's really tough to be one-dimensional in the sport of football, especially when you're facing a top run defense in the Velva Aggies. see if they can try to go play action or just get the ball moving through the air somehow.
I think the Aggies have given up a total of 28 points this year in their first 5.5 football games.
That's insane.
Yeah. Good football team, only behind Kindred Vikings on the eastern part of the state in the latest Class A 11-man football standings, media poll. There's Schlosser throwing the ball over the middle. It's over the head of the intended receiver, number 2, Ashton Peterson. And so that ball falls incomplete as the clock continues to run.
Well, I brought up, there it was, the play action, and it looked like it almost worked. He got out to the right on the rollout, and it looked like he had Beery beating his cornerback, but would have been a tough throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, he's got quick feet. I mean, he's a good athlete, Drake Schlosser is, and I know he's being recruited or looked at by some area North Dakota colleges, and Minot State, Jamestown, to name a few, probably UND a little bit. As Schlosser goes back to punt the ball, good kick. Eigelhart picks it up at the 37-yard line, still on his feet, crosses the 50, 45, 40, 35, still on his feet before he's brought down inside the 30-yard line. So a great return by Trayson Eigelhart of the Stanley Blue Jays. So it'll be first down and 10, Noah.
Yeah, you brought up Minot State looking at Schlosser, and I feel like as a Minot State Beaver myself, I should probably support that movement of Schlosser to Minot State.
Well, I like the way the kid plays. You know, he's a good basketball player as well. I was part of that powerful Stanley Blue Jay team last year that was just short of making a spot to the state tournament on a buzzer beater to the Kilder Cowboys last year. And very well could have represented this area in the state tournament, but fell a point or two just short.
Yep, tough one.
There's a high snap, tucked by Shep. Shep crosses, gets near the line again if he's not past it already. He goes from the 28. Reggie Bruner on the tackle, picks up 12 on that last carry.
Yeah, again, they just went to the fake jet sweep inside zone with Shep, and he's really had some big holes with that run play, and there picks up the first down.
Inside the Service Valley Dental Group red zone, the Aggies knocking at the door again. Ball sitting at the 16-yard line. First down and 10 on that Prairie Home Furnishings first down. Prairie Home Furnishings located right here in Stanley, North Dakota. Stop by and see how they can help you outfit your house. There's a fumble, and there is a recovery by the Stanley Blue Jays. And so that's the first turnover, and that's what the Stanley Blue Jays needed.
That gives them some life here in a game where they're down 36-0, but a turnover's a turnover, gets their offense back on the field.
So we look at our RTC instant replay. Max Jackson punching that ball out of the arms of the Velva Aggies. And the ball goes back over to the Stanley Blue Jays as we're in a continuous clock situation here in the second half. About 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As Schlosser sets up in shotgun formation. Receivers on both sides split out wide left, wide right. Put the man in motion. There's a high snap as Schlosser running for his life, trying to make something out of nothing, and he does. And Schlosser able to recapture the ball, and he does a great job as he gets 6 yards on that last carry.
Yeah, it was a high snap, and I have no idea how he got it back into his hands, but he gets it, and then he makes a play out of it. That's one of the greatest 5-yard gains I've seen in my career.
Actually, it looks more like a 5-yard carry, yeah. So second down and 5. Yeah. Second down and 5 for the Blue Jays. Schlosser barks out the signals from the shotgun. It's a flare pass out to number 3, Beery. Beery gets no yards there to Kason Beery.
And that's just a little quick screen, one of those things to get the ball to your playmakers right away. And this Velva defense is just crazy to watch work. It looked like that was Vincent, that was the cornerback there, and he just flew to the ball. It literally looked like he flew.
3rd down and more like 6 yards there on the last reception. That's the first reception that goes for negative yards for the Blue Jays. 3rd down and 6. There's Slosher again. He's going to tuck it. He gets hit the first time, still on his feet. Stiffs arm, goes down the near sideline. Still on his feet before he's brought down there with a big hit by number 20. Wow, what a hit there on Slosher, but he goes from the 16. That hit made by Hank Bodine.
Read option by Schlosser, and he just makes it look like a work of beauty. Just look at the way he cuts in and out, and then at the end, Bodine comes and gets a lick on him. But first down, Blue Jays.
29-yard run by Drake Slosher, and that's a Prairie Home Furnishings first down. Ball's posted at the 45-yard line. Blue Jays side of the football field on that Prairie Home Furnishings first down. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Blue Jays wearing their blue uniforms with blue helmets. Of course, the Aggies wearing their white uniforms as they hand the ball off to number 24. That is
Cohen Bell, it looks like.
Bell, yeah.
Eigelhart came in and made the play. It's Bell's first carry, giving him a look here in the second half like we talked about. He's trying something. You just got to find something that works, and Blue Jays are searching.
It's a 3-yard gain for Mr. Bell. 2nd down and 7 as the ball's sitting at the 48-yard line. Slosher again in shotgun formation. Barks out the signals, hands the ball through the first man through. And that is to Kason Beery, and Beery gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain on that last play.
Yeah, that was a close one. We can add that to the tally of bullets dodged as Beery fumbled that one, but landed right on it and was able to scoop it back up.
Actually, he picks up 1 yard on that last carry, so we'll give him 1. 3rd down and 6.
I would like to see the Blue Jays go back to that play action pass that they did earlier in the drive. They did have a guy open. Let's see if they go back to it.
Receivers got to run their routes as they put a man in motion. Here is a pass out to the near side. He's close to the line again as that pass is complete. The number 24, Cohen Bell. And that is a 4-yard gain for Mr. Bell.
It's one of those simple pass plays that I really like in offense, like the Blue Jays to work. Just motion your guy out, get it to him quick, because you can't just live and die by the inside zone. You got to find other ways to get your playmakers the ball.
Bell with his first reception. 4-down territory for the Blue Jays. 4th down and 2 as they spot the ball at the Aggies 47-yard line. There's a snap. Slosher's going to keep it past the line again. Still fighting for more yards as the Aggies push him forward for a nice gain of about 9 yards for Drake Slosher on his 11th carry of the night. And that's another Prairie Home Furnishings first down.
Quarterback blast. He hits the open hole, picks up the first down and some, carrying some Aggies with him.
So I got to ask, Noah, did you like to do those quarterback blasts when you were an outlaw?
No, not at all. I wasn't much of an A-gap hitter myself. I left that up to the
Who'd you have in the backfield?
Tarek Inget, Brockvile. Those are more of the A-gap guys.
You guys were fun to watch.
Yep, sure miss those days.
36-0. It's all Aggies here right now on your NCC scoreboard. Empty backfield for Slosher. He's going to tuck it. Goes around the left side. Got some wheels. He's going to be brought down from behind, but he'll pick up about 3 yards on that last carry.
Well, this is quite similar to that first half drive where they kind of just marched it down the field. Unfortunately, they couldn't punch it in at the end, though, but they're getting back to it here, and you'd like to see the Blue Jays cash in on their hard work.
Coming into the game is number 2, Ashton Peterson for the Stanley Blue Jays, a junior. As number 63 comes out of the game, James Fierros, one of my baseball players for the Tioga Patriots a couple years ago. James, I thought he had graduated.
Got his injury red shirt.
There you go. Good baseball player. Joined the Patriots team a couple years ago. As the ball is handed off to the Blue Jays. Jackson with the carry. Picks up 1 on that last carry for Max Jackson. He's already got 8 carries so far. He's not very big compared to everybody else that's out on the field.
No, but like we mentioned earlier, he's just a tough runner. Yeah, he does. Exactly.
1 minute to go here in the third quarter. This quarter going by pretty fast. As brings up 3rd down and 6 for Stanley.
Yeah, it seems as both teams are just kind of keeping it on the ground, letting this clock tick. You know the outcome. You don't want to do anything too much and risk injury.
3rd down and 6. Let's see what Schlosser's got in his back pocket on this play. He's going to pitch it out to Jackson. They go on the right side again. Jackson puts his head down. He's going to lose some yards as he'll lose 1 on that last carry.
Yeah, just forcing the Max Jackson action, and Velva Aggies aren't very fooled by it. So it looks like the Aggies are kind of keeping their first teamers on the field so far here in this third quarter.
And I think that's the last play of the third quarter. We'll send it back to our studios for a quick timeout. We'll come back with the start of our Northwest Therapy Services fourth quarter after this word from our sponsors.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Dr. Cammie Wehrman has been serving the Crosby area with entire family chiropractic care for 20 years, specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, and sports injuries. We also carry a full line of Nutridyne supplements. To schedule an appointment today, call 701-965-3222.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. To start a great career, visit MurexPetroleum.com. As we come back for the start of our Northwest Therapy Services, start of our fourth quarter. No scores in the third quarter at all. It'll be 4th down and 7 for the Blue Jays. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. 4th down and 7. Schlosser again goes out in the Mustang, goes into the slot.
We talked about this, Randy.
Yeah.
It'll be a pass option.
They're going to pitch it and give it to him, and they're going to do a dipsy doodle here. Schlosser going to go over the middle, and that pass attempt is incomplete. Kind of a nice, well-designed play. It just fell short of the completion that was intended to number 30. That is Trey Bombach, and Bombach can't come up with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They brought in the sweep guy, and if he at all lifted that up into the air, it would have been an illegal forward pass on Schlosser's pass, but I'm not sure if that would be the flag. It was a close one, but...
Yeah. So it'll be a turnover. What do we have here? We do have a flag on the play.
Owen, you find the right names.
Could have also been maybe a late hit. I wasn't sure what happened in the backfield.
We do have a penalty flag that's on the field. Schlosser is being looked at by his coaching staff. And we'll let Justin Nelson explain what the flag is for, as they're going to bring some medics out here from the Stanley Ambulance Service in Stanley, North Dakota. They're going to pick up the flag. They're going to pick it up as Slosher is going to come off under his own power after being attended to by his coaches, head coach Dave Leith, and I believe Stanley Blue Jays and the Stanley Ambulance Service personnel are going to walk with Drake Slosher over to the sidelines as the turnover on downs.
So if the play stands, did they complete the pass? It was incomplete. All right.
Yeah, so it's got to be. I was wondering, they hadn't moved the chains over there. I was wondering,
confused up
what are we
here.
going there? It's first down and 10 as the turnover and downs goes back over to the Aggies. As Drake Slosher sitting on the bench being attended to by medics here tonight. And Shep still in the game as quarterback for the Aggies as they hand the ball off. Hank Bodine with the carry for the Aggies.
And I noticed for the Aggies in their warm-ups, it looked like they had Matt Yoakum taking some snaps at quarterback too, so we'll see if he gets any action here the rest of the fourth quarter.
6-yard gain for Hank Bodine brings up second down and 4.
Little miscommunication on the Blue Jay end.
Here's Shep looking for the home run. Throws it deep over the middle.
Beautiful, Owen.
And it is complete. So they go from the 42-yard line. And that pass is complete. Who was that was the receiver?
Well, the Blue Jays just gave him way too much time. He just sat in the pocket, then delivered one to, I'm thinking it was Eigelhart?
Tregelhart for 30 yards to Eigelhart on that reception.
Just can't give Ben Shep that much time. He will make you pay.
Favorite target tonight is Trayson Eigelhart with 6 receptions tonight. And there is the Aggies running the football, still on his feet with a stiff arm before he's finally brought down. That is number 5.
Logan Vincent.
Logan Vincent with the big carry from the 28-yard line down inside the 10-yard line at the 6. So a 22-yard run by Logan Vincent.
Yeah, it hasn't really mattered who's been in the backfield for the Aggies. It's been Vincent, it's been Bodine, and it's been Bostert, and they've all just made the Blue Jays pay each and every run play.
Shep still in the game for the Aggies. As Shep hands the ball off to number 5, that is Vincent again, where he's stopped for a loss. Good defense there on the 3-yard loss on that last carry. So it is still inside the Souris Valley Dental Group red zone. And shout out to my camera guys getting all this action for you tonight. James Myers as well as Owen Miller high atop the Lynn Ingot press box here tonight. Thank you guys for your work and helping us produce our coverage here on Game Day Media. 36-0. Running clock, 9 minutes to go. Second down and goal. As Shep barking out the signals from shotgun. Shep looks to throw the ball. Goes out to the left flat. It's going to be broken up there. Good defensive play there by Kason Beery, breaking up that almost for sure touchdown.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get any pressure on Shep, but the backside of the defense has been covering well and not allowing any big openings. And here, Beery's in the right spot at the right time and able to bat it down.
Third down and goal from the 10-yard line here in the fourth quarter. Your NCC scoreboard. It is 36-0. The Aggies on top of the Blue Jays here tonight from Lynn Ingot Field in Stanley. Lynn Ingot Field. I believe he is in the North Dakota Coaches Hall of Fame. There is a wide open touchdown. That pass is complete from 10 yards out. And let's see who that is to. Eigelhart with a 10-yard touchdown reception, his first touchdown of the night.
Again, so much time in the pocket and then facing a little zone look there from the Blue Jays, and he just waits for Eigelhart to find the opening and then delivers a dot touchdown.
As the Aggies are going to go for two, the way it looks, they're up 42-0. They split out receivers wide on both sides with the slot man in motion as the Blue Jays are able to deny the two-point conversion. 7:12 to go. We'll send it back to our studio for a quick word from one of our great sponsors. Your score, 42-0, the Aggies all over the Blue Jays.
Again here, Ben Shep just taking his time, finding his man Eigelhart. Another touchdown, Velva Aggies.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
On the kickoff by the Aggies, there is a big stick there by the Velva Aggies kickoff team. Be first down and 10 on the running clock as we're
That's just coaching right there. When you're in the fourth quarter of a 42-0 game and your players are still making hits like that.
New quarterback on the field for the Blue Jays as Drake Schlosser's night is over. He's still sitting on the bench. And let's see who QB2 is for the Blue Jays.
Walter Freeman comes in at quarterback for the Blue Jays.
Marking out the signals from shotgun. There's the ball handed off. Ball's on the turf. And that is a fumble as a mishandling of the pass play. That is a turnover by the Stanley Blue Jays, their first fumble of the night. As we look at...
Yeah, that's just one of those plays that puts you more down when you're already down. Got the backup quarterback in there, not really able to get the hold of the snap and then hand the ball off. Velva takes the possession.
Under 6 minutes to play here as a new offensive set comes out for the Blue Jays. And finally, Ben Shep looks like his night is over as well. There is a running. That is Logan Vincent. Vincent goes from the 28 down to the 11-yard line. So a 17-yard run by Logan Vincent.
And actually, I was mistaken when I said it was Matt Joachim that was backup quarterback. I got a 2 and a 7 mixed up. It was actually Cooper Kittleson that's entered the game.
Cooper Kittleson. That name's been around Velva Aggie football for a long time.
That's the common denominators with these blue bloods is the last name. They just keep on coming.
Weidlers and Kittlesons and just some big-time names over there for football. as the Aggies are denied a touchdown. There's a gain of...
You know, it must be really nice for Velva to just have a assortment of options to put in the backfield, and you just do the same exact plays and have the same exact outcomes. Just some hard runners.
First and goal as they pitch the ball out to Vincent, and Vincent's going to walk in on the right side of the field for another touchdown with 3:23 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just one of those power tosses. That's actually a newer play that I've seen come on more often in both the college and high school level. Just toss it right to your guy, and he gets upfield right away.
So Vincent with a 3-yard touchdown run on his 5th carry of the night. Adds on 6 more to the Aggies' total of now 48 points. Clock continues to run even with the extra point attempt. As Kittleson goes around the left side, he's going to be denied the extra point. So with 3:32 remaining, your NCC scoreboard, it is the Aggies 48, the Blue Jays 0. We'll send it back to our studio for a quick timeout.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
As we come back again here for our kickoff with 3 minutes and 32 seconds remaining. A 3-yard touchdown run by Logan Vincent put the ball into the end zone as the 2-point conversion was also denied. So 48-0. It'll be the Aggies kicking off to the Stanley Blue Jays when we get ready to go here. And there is the kick. It's a kind of a sidewinder. Blue Jays got to get on it. They recover it as the ball hit one of the Stanley Blue Jays, bounced off of him, and then the Blue Jays were able to fall on it and recover it. So the clock continues to run as the Blue Jays offense comes back out.
Taken by the Blue Jays.
3:21 to go here as we have a looks like we have a timeout on the field. We'll send it back to our studio for a quick timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Othion Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopothion.com. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Our paths are rarely clear-cut. You may step out of bounds or even out on your own. No matter what it looks like, your path is personal, and that's what makes it powerful. Provera Bank, Insurance and Wealth.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, that ball was carried for a 2-yard gain. Second down and 7 on the 3-yard gain by the Stanley Blue Jays as the clock continues to run. As my color analyst making his way onto the field tonight to talk with the winning head coach Matt Weidler and our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. We'll announce that at the end of our game. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Here's the ball carried. It's going on the outside. That is number 22 with the carry. Goes from the 37. Caden Uran with the big carry. Goes from the 37 down to the 38-yard line. So 13 and 12 is a 25-yard run by the Stanley Blue Jays, Caden Uran. He goes for 28 yards. Prairie Home Furnishings first down. New quarterback in for the Blue Jays, pitches the ball back to Uran again. This time Uran is going to pick up about 3 yards on that last carry as the new quarterback for the Blue Jays. Is into the game as Slosher's night is over. Second down and 8 on that 2-yard carry by Caden Uran. One minute to go. Quarterback is Caller Fladlin. There's a handoff to Uran again, and this time he's going to be drugged down by a host of Aggies for a 1-yard loss for Caden Uran. As our game is almost complete here and in the books, 48-0. The Stanley Blue Jays probably can get one more playoff as new player comes in. That is Caller Fladlin. Fladlin with 15 seconds to go on the game clock. And Fladlin picks up 3 yards. And that'll be the last play of the game. Your final score on your NCC scoreboard. It is the Aggies continuing with their winning ways with a 48-0 win over the Stanley Blue Jays. We'll step aside. We'll come back and come up with our DNL Paraffin postgame show along with our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game interviews. And we'll step aside and go back to our studio.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960. Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Looking for top quality groceries and ready-to-go meals? Visit The Depot, owned by Julie and Josh Bummer in Crosby, North Dakota. This specialty grocery store offers a wide selection of premium meats, including 100% ranch-sourced beef from the Nelson Livestock Company, essential grocery items, and delicious pre-made meals, perfect for any occasion. If you're planning family dinner, need something fast, or need a special order for an upcoming event, The Depot has you covered. Support local and shop The Depot in Crosby today. Find us on Facebook at The Depot LLC.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent. Located in Tioga, North Dakota, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply are companies that specialize in gas flow measurement and equipment, along with a fully stocked oil field parts and supply warehouse in the Bakken. Give them a call at 701-664-9425 or stop by today. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Established in 1938, Ray Farmers Union Elevator is now your full-service grain and agronomy service facility in Northwest North Dakota. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we can assist you with everything from buying the seed in the spring to burn down in the fall. Get more done in a day with Ray Farmers Union Elevator.
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Northern Charm Boutique has a variety of apparel for all ages. We are locally owned and located on Main Street in Powers Lake. Shop in store or check out our website and like our Facebook page.
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Lindsay Grocery is a locally owned and operated business in Crosby, North Dakota. We are committed to serving our community and region. With fresh baked goods, produce, and our in-house smoked meats, we've got you covered. Come experience the convenience and warmth of shopping local again. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
And as we come back out of that end of the game, the Velva Aggies showed the Stanley Blue Jays why they're ranked number 2 on the state right now in Class A 11-man football with a 48-0 win over the Stanley Blue Jays. And as we look at the scoring summary for the game tonight, the Aggies scored 14 points in the first quarter, 22 in the second quarter. They added on 12 more points in the fourth quarter for a 48-0 shutout of the Stanley Blue Jays. And so as we look at the scoring and the statistics for the Velva Aggies, the Aggies rushed the ball 22 times for 228 yards. And they passed the ball with 13 receptions for a total of 248 yards. So 463 yards of total offense here tonight for the Velva Aggies. And 463 yards of total offense tonight for the Velva Aggies. And as we look at the Blue Jays side of things, different story. They had 145 yards of total offense, 142 yards on the ground, 3 yards through the air for a total of 145 yards. 2 completions for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays had 33 rushes for 142 yards tonight. Very clean game as the Blue Jays had 1 penalty for 5 yards. The Aggies with 3 penalties for a total of 40 yards of penalty yards tonight. 1 fumble by the Aggies, and the Blue Jays turned the ball over 1 time on a fumble as well. So as we look at the individual scoring so far and the individual stats for our players tonight, Hank Bodine led all rushers tonight with 9 carries for 129 yards. Logan Vincent had 5 carries for 49 yards, and Braden Bossart had 4 carries for a total of 40 yards. And so we're looking to match up with Matt Weidler. And
yep, are we good?
And we're
Zoom way down in Noah.
Huh?
Zoom in. There you go.
okay. We're going to send it down to Noah Fredrickson with head coach Matt Weidler on our post-game show here from DNL Paraffin.
Go ahead.
463 yards, total yards tonight. It was kind of a balanced attack. Was that kind of the game plan coming into Stanley tonight?
Yeah, for us, it's being able to run the football.
It is on. I'm hearing him.
If we're able to do that, we can open some things up at the pass game, or it could be vice versa. So, we were happy to see that. We wanted to do that going in. So, it's a good night for us there.
Yeah, it looked like you were getting a lot of man across the board, and then some zone, and our quarterback Shep was able to find those openings, but just a great playmaker and great run game. Proud of your guys tonight.
Yeah, for that, as far as the pass game goes, just giving him some time. He's good with his pre-snap and changing into his post-snap reads. And staying with that and creating some things, sometimes on its own, but trusting his guys. And we got guys that can get open. We got to get them the ball and let them go make plays.
Well, we got a big one for you coming up next week, kind of the top two teams in the region. What are your opening thoughts going into Bishop Bryan week?
Well, our records are what they are, but every year you throw that thing out. It's a good game for us. Our kids get excited for it. They do too. And it's just going to take a clean ball game. We're going to have to tackle well, and block. It's kind of the simple things that help you win games. But we're going to have a really good week of practice, and I know our guys will be excited to go on Friday.
Yep, looking forward to it. Here you have it, our Continental Resources coach's comments. Thanks, Coach.
Yep, thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you to Matt and Noah, and we will come back with our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game as we're ready to go. Take it away, Noah.
129 yards on the ground. I'm here with Hank Bodine. I accidentally called you Peyton earlier. I'm sorry about that, but what was it looking like on the field early on? You were finding the holes, 129 yards. Take me through it.
Yeah, our line did a really good job early. Just all you need is a little gap, a little seam, and they were doing that right away in the game.
Yeah, and we saw that no matter who you threw in the backfield, if it was you or your running mates and Bostert and Vincent, the holes were open, so credit to your O-line. But what's it like? You only needed 9 carries, and you guys kind of all had the same amount of carries. What's it like having that running back room?
Oh, it's awesome. We get to compete during practice every day, get better. Give each other crap if one gets beat in a drill, and it's just competitive every day. It's awesome.
Yeah, and I was just talking to your coach Wilder about your upcoming matchup with Bishop Bryan. This will be a big one. Opening thoughts going into next week's game?
And just go out and execute. That's really all it is.
Well, it's that simple, guys. Here it is. Hank Bodine, your Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. Back to you, Randy.
And thank you, Noah, for that. And as we continue on with our DNL Paraffin post-game show statistics, the receptions go this way. Trayson Egelhart made a good run at probably being our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. He had 7 receptions for 147 yards tonight to lead the Aggies in receptions tonight, as Ben Shep threw for a total of 238 yards tonight in the air. And again, our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, Hank Bodine, with 9 rushing attempts and 129 yards tonight on the ground to lead the Aggies to a 48-0 win. Looking at individual stats for the Stanley Blue Jays, it goes this way. They had 2 completions for a total of 3 yards tonight through the air, and they rushed the ball 33 times for 139 yards tonight on the ground. 42 yards on the ground tonight. So that is the recap on our DNL Paraffin postgame show. We'll send it back to our studios for some quick words from some of our sponsors as we shut things down here from the Lynn Ingot Field, and then we'll tee up what's going on for next week on Game Day Media.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate. providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
As we come back to finish things up here from Lynn Ingot Field, we want to thank the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club for being a sponsor here tonight on Game Day Media. Proud supporter of the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws and the Powers Lake Ranchers and everything that they do over there in Powers Lake with a new press box. In fact, we'll be over at Powers Lake next week, next Friday night. We also want to thank the Tioga Pirates Booster Club, so proud supporters of the Tioga Pirates, the Williams County Firestorm, and the Northwest Gymnastic Stars. As we look forward to our broadcast, we also want to thank the Faith Baptist Church up in Kenmare, North Dakota. Coach, Pastor Mike Fraunfelter, the pastor up there, inviting you to their worship service at 11 o'clock. Come and join them for Sunday school at 9:45 each and every Sunday morning. So as we look at what's happening on the calendar for next week here on Game Day Media, next Tuesday, October 1st already, we're going to be over in Ray as the high-powered Trenton Tigers coming over to take on the Ray Jays in a Region 8 volleyball tournament, Region 8 volleyball match at 7 o'clock. We'll go on the air about 6:30, 6:45, depending on the JV undercard games that are taking place. And then on Thursday, October 3rd, we're traveling up to Kenmare as the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers will be traveling over to Kenmare to take on the Kenmare Bull Bells Honkers in District 16 girls volleyball action. And we'll wrap up the week up in Powers Lake, North Dakota as the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws will be taking on the same Stanley Blue Jays from the Powers Lake football field and in their new press box up there in Powers Lake, North Dakota. We're looking forward to that matchup next Friday night. So 3 games in store for you next Friday. Noah, final comments tonight.
Well, tough one for the Blue Jays. Going forward, this is where high school football gets really fun. We gotta execute. We got 3 games left for the Blue Jays. They got Ray Powers Lake, like you mentioned, Ned Rose, Bishop Ryan. So a tough stretch to end here, but they're fighting for those last 2 seeds as it looks like Bishop Ryan and Velva have the first 2 locked up in the region. So it'll get interesting. This is the fun part of high school football.
Well, we've had great weather here for the first month and a half of football, and we couldn't be happier here on Game Day Media. On behalf of my broadcast team tonight, Owen Miller running our cameras, James Miller on the camera tonight, my executive producer, James Myers, David Peterson, my executive producer, my color analyst tonight, Noah Fredrickson. Once again, your final score here from Stanley, North Dakota. It was the Aggies from Velva, Drake, Anamoose, Garrison, 48. The Stanley Blue Jays, 0. Until next week, keep the motors running, keep things moving, and we'll send it back to our studio.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Otheon Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, the Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Crosby Chiropractic, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Northern Charm Boutique, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, TNT Measurements Incorporated, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media,